Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Falcons will boot it away to start the game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fullback's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football 1st, 2nd, 3rd, then their 4th option might be to pass the football.
To the ground, he's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. Did the work himself. Blake really righted the ship for this midshipman offense a season ago, but what separated Navy, David, was that they were able to throw the ball more effectively. Makes it that much more difficult to defend this offense.
It's so frustrating. It's so annoying because they do the elements of the triple option, but when you do bring in the passing game, and Blake was able to do that, man, like, you become even harder to defend. How about another year in the system, continue to evolve? If they can continue to grow in the passing game, they're going to be a pain in a lot of people's backsides.
It's complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load. Chop blocked. On every...
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
If I'm building an offense success in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Find some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Give to the fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll start the drive. Read option left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The toss to the outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
On the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Horvat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And wings it incomplete.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He might want another play. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now on the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
Navy now in trouble here on third and long. Gets the back moving, making side adjustments here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Kent. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Sends it back in motion, trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some other game to play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipmen. Fitted in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a piece.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 10 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Got room to work. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Johnson wants to throw it. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Run it with the fullback. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going.
Turning it on. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll move the tight end. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeps it. Plows through the defense. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Falcons headed quickly to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going deep. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. inside the 20.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making adjustments. This is a designed run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Horvat. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Latham. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Toss sweep to the right. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the Falcons will keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Oh, he got loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's caught. It's Carson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Johnson looking to throw. Dances away. On the move, he fires. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carson. The Falcons get enough for the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking, on the move. Pulls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Touchdown, Air Force! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 24 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. Quick handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Sticks it in his belly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. Give to the big fullback. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Johnson wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Final play of the quarter coming. On the move. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Air Force 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Power football with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Hey, that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He's going to run it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll send the back in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Fights off a defender. Got the first down and still on his feet. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on third and long.
Here we go, here we go. On the ready. Direction.
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. Wide receiver going in motion.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
On fourth down, going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run the option. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Big fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Now on the option. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Midshipmen! Quick strike through the air for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Knox. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and Certainly, this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.